I really struggled during lockdown, man. I fucking went crazy. I peed myself one night. Yeah, peed myself. I was up late at night. I was watching a Netflix documentary, not the Magic Mushroom one. It was another one. Has anybody seen this? It's called My Octopus Teacher. Have you seen this? Did you like it? You're shaking your head. No, you did? What did you like about it?
It's quite short.
It's quite short, yeah. Is that why you like me? If you haven't, this guy likes it. If you haven't seen it, it's a documentary about this guy who's shagging an octopus, right? They never show you him shagging it, and he never says he's shagging it, but you can tell. You know, he's always like, it's about this guy who like goes to see this octopus every day of his life, and it's like changed his life. He's like, every day I go down to the coral reef and I see the octopus, and he brushes my nipple with his beak, and he puts his tentacle in my belly button. Yeah, like he's 100% shagging that thing, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know? Do you know what made me dislike him though? There's a bit in it where they're interviewing him and he goes, before I met the octopus, I had nothing in my life. But then, now I see the octopus every day and I know who I am. And then it cuts to like an interview with that guy's wife and child. And they're like, we can fucking hear you through the wall. What the fuck? You know, but I fucking know what he means, man. Sometimes a silly thing that gives your life meaning, you know. I know my octopus was stand-up, man. I was 18 years old in Magaluf. Nobody wanted to even look at me. Never mind touch me, you know. And then I came home and I went to uni and then I fucking dropped out because I went mental. I didn't know who I fucking was, man. But then last month of being 19, I signed up for a stand-up thing in Glasgow called Red Raw. It's like a beginner's comedy night at the Stand Comedy Club. And I went up, you only get 5 minutes in front of 200 people, and you go up, and I went up, and I only lasted 3 minutes, and then I ran out of jokes. Do you want to hear one of my first ever closer? Yeah, it's not good. You know, I went up there and I was like, imagine me, 19, right? Just somehow even more like a fetus. And I was up there and I was like, oh, I really don't like being alive just now, because nothing's changed. You know, the issue I have is I find it very difficult to grow hair on my face, you know. I'd really like to have a mustache or a beard, but I don't have one, you know. And it really frustrates me because I have a very hairy arse. You know, I mean, I can't grow anything up here, but down here it looks like I've sat in a vat of wallpaper glue and got a rim job off Chewbacca. Pretty good for a first joke. You know? And honestly, I still can't grow a beard, and the arse is worse. So I went up, 3 minutes, came off early, host was raging, he had to like fucking run back up, you know, and then I was like, oh, I felt amazing to do that, man, you know, and I went down to the Kelvin Bridge subway station next to the Stand Comedy Club, and I was just standing there on the platform, and I was just like buzzing, felt alive for the first time in my life, man. I was like, this is amazing, you know, and then this girl came up to me, and she was like, you were really funny, and I was like, I'm gonna do this every day for the rest of my life. And then I did! For like 7 years, like every chance I could get. I went to Canada to do stand-up, that's how I found out about the goof thing. I went to Australia, that's how I got together with my girlfriend. Like, it completely changed my life. And then lockdown came, couldn't do stand-up anymore. So I thought I was happy, I didn't like myself, I just liked my job, you know? And it was illegal to do stand-up during lockdown. It was illegal to do stand-up in lockdown, indoors. You could do some outdoor shows. They were hard. Did anybody go to a drive-in comedy show? No. Nobody went. They fucking sucked. That's the thing I like about stand-up is like, I'm a person, you're a person, like we're sharing a wee moment together, it's nice. Like, we shared a moment, you like that documentary about the guy who's shagging an octopus, you know? Like, you're from Brisbane, you know, we're all just sharing a wee moment together, do you know what I mean? It's like a snowflake that's fell out of the cloud and landed on your tongue and it just melts forever, you know, unless you captured it on film. But a lot of times you don't. You know? See when you're doing stand-up and there's no people there. It's just cars. Felt like I was doing a private show for Lightning McQueen's stag do. It was so impersonal, man. You know, it was just headlights coming back at me. I tried to make it more personal. I was like, oh, give me a honk if you've ever had mental health problems. Just one guy in a Citroen Berlingo, like, honk, honk, honk. Wasn't even an audience member, just an Uber driver who got lost. You know, I was fucking... And I went home after the drive-in show, went to my bedroom, watched the documentary, fucking pissed myself. I remember, you ever done this? You ever disassociated? I floated above myself on the couch and I looked down, I saw me watching the guy with the octopus, and I looked down at myself and I saw this big damp patch. And I was like, what the fuck's happened there? And I like went, whoosh, like Doctor Strange, just like back in my body. And I like touched it and it was warm. I was like, oh, it's pee. And I smelled it. I was like, it's pee, it's pee, it's pee. I was like, what am I going to do? And I was up late at night. Basically, me and my girlfriend, my Australian girlfriend, we were taking life in shifts. She was waking up at 7, working from home 8 to 5. I was waking up at 4 p.m, staying up till 6 in the morning. You know, it wasn't good. And she was asleep to get up for work in the morning, and it was like 3, 4 in the morning. I was pissed. And I went through to my bedroom, and I was just digging around in my dirty washing trying to find just a clean pair of clothes, but I hadn't done the washing in like 6 weeks because couldn't bring myself. What's the fucking point? I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do anything. You know what I mean? I was just like, fucking hell, man. My girlfriend woke up and she was like, oh. You know, because she's a parrot. You know, she just woke up and she went, oh, what's going on? I was like, I've peed myself. She was like, oh no. She went back to sleep, man, you know?